everybody, welcome back to another Pilates session. Today is all about lower body and I have some good news for you. It might be good news. We're all going to be laying down for the whole workout. So I'm not saying it's easy, but we get to lay down. So grab your mats and let's get started. We're gonna begin on the mat, laying all the way down, getting ready for glute bridges. So this is a very glute and hamstring focused workout. So beginning laying down, just to warm up and remind you all of your pelvic position. When you're doing the glute bridges, we want to be slightly tucked. We do not want any arching in the back. So let's go ahead with some pelvic tilts. Take a big inhale. Exhale, we tilt the pelvis backwards, squish the blueberry into the floor, flattening out the abs, engaging the rib cage with the core. Inhale, release. Exhale, flattening out the core, drawing the pelvic floor up and in. Inhale, release. Exhale. Big inhale. And on this next one, we're going to start to peel the spine up. So tucking the hips under, start to peel up, pressing the feet into the floor, holding here. We're just going to hold this position because I want to make sure that you're checking yourself. These can be very easy if you're doing them wrong. So making sure your knees are in alignment. We don't want them out. We don't want them in. Straight from the hip. Glutes are engaged. My rib cage is down. I'm not flaring here, pulling in. Keep holding this position. You start to feel the back of your legs and your glutes firing. So holding this position, we lower down and press. Keep going with this pace. If you're concerned with the breath, inhale, lower, exhale to lift. Good. Make sure you're pressing evenly through your feet. Yes, we want to engage our glutes by pushing into the heels, but we want to have some space between our toes, pushing through the whole foot. Woo, we start to feel that glute, both sides warming up. Keep it going. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Go ahead, lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. We're going straight back up for more glute work. Remembering that position, feet flat on the floor, lifting those hips up, going into marching, getting your foot position right. We inhale, lift to 90 degrees, lower back down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Notice how my hips are not changing. Nothing is moving except for my free leg here. In. Good. Keep that breath pattern going. Keep the ribs down and keep that back from arching. We do not want the low back arched. We want to feel this in our core. Woo! Are you feeling I feel inner thighs right now a little bit, glutes and hamstrings. So that is what the focus is here. A few more. Good. Now we're going into single leg. So keep this right leg up and tap. Good. 10 little taps here. Really getting into that left glute. Woo! Nice job. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Readjust, alternate sides, and tap for 10. Good. Keep this upper body open and relaxed. Just focusing on the right glute here. Woo! 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and place that foot down, curl the spine, and reset. Oh, feels good, huh? Good. Not done yet. We are going back up into that glute bridge for our last little series here. We saved the best for last. So I have some variations here. If you cannot do this, do not panic. We have variations. So if you want to stick and hold this position, that's cool. If you want an extra challenge, draw one foot up. We are going to flex and point, flex and point. Keep that up. Woo! This right leg should be on freaking fire right now. I want this left leg to look pretty, none of the flappiness. Nice and steady. One more. Ooh, lay that foot back down. Keep the hips in check. Are we centered? Are we level? Other side, lower and lift. Lower and lift. We're getting a good stretch here in the hamstring while we're working the opposite glute. Guys, keep it up. We're almost done with this little glute series here. 3, 2, and 1. Lay that foot down. We're just gonna pulse it out. Did you think we were done yet? The magic of Pilates is taking that muscle to fatigue to where you are still in control. You still have good form. Woo! Lower down, but you're exhausted. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Excellent. Rock your hips side to side, getting a stretch into that low back. Good. You should feel a lot of work in the back of your legs. We're going to keep that going. Go ahead and flip over. We're not standing up, but we are getting onto hands and knees. So warming up the hips a little bit, going onto all fours, hands directly under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's get into it. From here, taking that left leg around, we are circling the hip. This is a move that can look very easy if you don't do it correctly. So what I'm doing is isolating everything else except this left leg. Notice how I'm not moving anything, I'm not rotating, everything is set and steady. Good. 3 more this direction. You start to feel your core kicking in, a little in the upper body, reverse. But right now we are warming up our hips. We're going to be doing a lot of side glute, abduction work coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Staying on this same side, going into a glute kickback. From here, imagine like you have something that you're pushing away. So instead of pushing straight back, I'm pushing at about a 45-degree angle, and it's getting really deep into this muscle here, right where your glute meets your hamstring. Good. Keep it lifting. Hold. 20 pulses. 10 more. Keep it up. Exhale each time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Little stretch back. We got one more on this side. We've got our fire hydrants. So with this, again, hips are square. I'm not allowing my hip to come up. That's easy peasy. We don't want that. Don't care for it. Waste of time. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Guess what? We get to pulse it. 20 pulses. Woo! 7, 8, halfway. 18, 19, 20. Take that foot or take that leg behind your opposite leg, and we're going into a shell stretch from here. So what I did is I just crossed that foot behind and then hinge the hips back. Woo! Good job. Little rest for the wrists. Excellent. We got to go to the other side now. So I'm going to go ahead and flip around. Same exact series on the right side. So this side tends to be a little bit harder because you were supporting yourself when we were doing that other side. So you may feel a little more fatigued. That's okay, we keep going. So in this position, what makes this Pilates is, again, we are isolating just this right hip. Everything else should be still, alternate directions. Make sure the head is in alignment. You want to be looking towards the end of your mat, not down, towards the end of the mat. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Little stretch back, going into our glute kick back. Again, we are pushing straight back. If it helps to flex your foot just to get a little more into the glute, do that. The breath pattern here. Exhale, inhale, Again, these moves are simple. They look easy, but it's all about the form. 20 pulses. Woo! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, give me 10 more. Keep pulsing. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Short break. Good job. Going right back into it for our fire hydrants. Coming up. Let's get into that position. Come on, ladies. Get in quick. Don't sell yourself short on these workouts. I make them quick and effective because I want you to bring 100% of yourself into it. That way, we are not wasting your precious time. Good. Woo! 3, 2, 1. We get to pulse. 20 little pulses. You got it. My arms are starting to feel it. My core. Both glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck that leg behind and stretch. Excellent. Good job. Woo! All right. We've got one little challenge. So go ahead and just stretch your chest out. And we're going straight back into that position. Now, if you want, you can stay down for this one. This is an intermediate advanced level. So let's get into it. From here, starting on all fours, we're gonna go ahead into a hovered position. Bring the knees off the mat. 10 glute kickbacks from here. I am keeping that knee low to the mat. I'm not letting myself come up. Keep it low and controlled. 4 more. Hold and release. Other side. 10 times. Good. Getting that heart rate up. Excellent. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs down. Lower the knees. Back into a shell stretch. Nice job, ladies. Go ahead and grab some water if you need it. We're gonna set up for our next series. This one we will be laying onto our side. Woo! I feel the booty, I love it. So go ahead and get into your side leg series position. We want our arms stretched out, hand in front for balance. You're resting your ear on your opposite arm. Excellent. Hopefully I'm in the full frame. From here, we want the hips stacked, and we remember a little keyhole here. Notice how my core is engaged. I'm not just flopping. Okay, we pull that space up, hips are stacked. Nice lift and lower, good. If this is not comfortable for you, you can come up, but I wanna make sure you're not just sinking, because this is easy and not Pilates. Make sure you're supported. I feel more comfortable down here, good. The breath pattern, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Good, keep it going here. May feel easy for now, don't you worry. We're gonna spice things up pretty soon. About 5 more here, good. Focusing on the stacking of the hips and that keyhole. Last one, pulse it out, woo! Keep it at this lifted length. I do not want it super high because then your hip tends to roll back. Get to a place where you can't lift it any higher without having to go out of form. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bend that leg, feel that stretch. Really get into that stretch because we are going right back into it. Good job, ladies. All right, let's restack. For this one, we're gonna just draw the feet up to the corner of the mat. So you're in kind of a little lazy L. It's not quite an L. It wants to be, but it's not. So we're gonna lift that leg up and we're gonna kick backwards, 2 pulses, forward for 1. Ready? Pulse, pulse, and point. Pulse, pulse, point. Keep it up. Now you'll notice with this one, it's a lot harder to keep everything nice and steady. So maybe coming up to your front, or to your elbow would help. Woo! 3 more. Really feeling a lot into that hip and that glute. And rest. Go ahead and take that down. Little rest here. Straight back into it. So let's go back into that lengthened position. Lift that leg, tap. Tap forward, tap backward. These are very slow and controlled, okay? Nice and steady. It should be tough to stay balanced, to keep that keyhole. Ooh, good. This is our little reset. You're like, reset? I'm dying here. Good. Woo, 3 more. And 2. Last one. Excellent. Take a rest. Feel where the soreness is. If you feel tightness and like you're really engaged in the quads, that's not where we want to be right now. We want it to be in the side and back of our glute. Last few things here. Little baby circles. We're keeping them nice and tight. That leg is so strong and extended. We're not floppy. Like, make it look pretty. You want to sell it. Good. Reverse directions. Ooh, almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that knee over. Oh my goodness, glutes. Yeah, it's crazy. I can get such a good burn with these Pilates moves because they really do target specific muscles that you're not used to using other words. Okay, so from here, we're gonna keep that leg crossed over and just focusing on the inner thigh, lift and lower. Good. This is your little relaxation for this glute. We're almost done here. Good job. Woo! Keeping it lifted, going into more of a pulse. We want to keep it higher and make sure you're relaxing the upper body, but we're still engaging the core. We still have that little keyhole. This is your support hand. Keep it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep that whole quad off the floor. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Excellent. Lifting right back up. We're just going to kick it forward and return. Forward, return. I'm just flexing my foot because I have a cramp. But try to keep it pointed. Lift. Lifted. So my quad is off the ground. I can show you. Look. There. Good. Keep it lifted. Keep it up. We are working inner thigh. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Excellent. Guys, we finished one side. Go ahead and flip to the other side. Grab your water if you need it. Quick little rest. No stopping. On to the other side. Make sure you are in one long line. Good way to check yourself. You should be looking down and not see anything. If you see your feet, pull them back. All right. From here, engage the core. Have your supporting hand. We lift and lower. Remember your breathing. Good. This is a part where you can really focus on your breathing. We're not moving a ton of our body right now. It's just one area. So there's not a ton to think about. There always is. Good. 3 more. Woo! Starting to feel that right side. And 1 more. Good. Take that leg, cross it over. Get a good little stretch. Good. We've got our kicks coming up. Excellent. Oh my gosh, we forgot to pulse. How did I forget to pulse? Get it back up there. Let's go, ladies. Just 10 more. Every little pulse counts. Ooh! I just love to burn it out at the end. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Whew. Okay, now we're grooving. Again, we are going to take those feet up to the corner of the mat. Ready for your kicks. We point and flex, flex. Point, flex, flex. Point, flex, flex. Inhale. Good. 4 more. Ooh, last one, keep it level and rest that leg down. Good job, ladies. We're almost there. Whew. Excellent. From here, stack it back up. We're going into our leg circles. Oh my gosh, I am really feeling it now. Whew. It's like from here all the way down that side, you should be feeling a lot of engagement. And reverse. Almost like your leg's about to go numb. That's good muscle exhaustion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower down. Take that same stretch. Excellent. Good. Stacking it right back up. We've got our toe taps. Slow, controlled. Think about making that nice arch. Good. This one we are just breathing throughout. I'm not as particular with your breath as long as you're breathing. You should feel a lot of work into the right outer glute. A lot of those abductors. Woo! One more each side. And rest. Draw that knee up for one last. We're gonna hold it here, going into your inner thighs. Again, we're trying to keep the quad almost off the mat, so we're really just lifting and lifting higher. So it's consistently lifting throughout. Good. Ooh, I needed a break from my glute. We got more to go back to here, so don't worry. I know you guys were. Good. Just trying to lift it. About 5 more, and then we're going into pulses. 3, 2, 1. Let's keep it up and pulse. Good. Trying to lift it higher and higher each time, really challenging your body here. Lengthening that right leg. Pointing the toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take a rest. Good. Just a couple more here. You're hanging in great. Lift. We're going to kick it forward, kick it back. You can do a point flex. I'm just going to keep it pointed throughout. Again, we are lifting that quad off the mat. Inner thigh should be on fire right now. Excellent. 5 more. Ooh, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Guys, I forgot something, so we're gonna add it back in. We gotta do the clamshells on this side. Everything on this side. Okay, so before we get up, let's rearrange. So we just did this side. Remember those clamshells I took you through and I'm sorry, not clamshells, your fire hydrants and your kickbacks. We're gonna do that on this side because I don't know where my brain went. So from here, go ahead and stretch back into your shell stretch. Any tightness into the glutes, we're gonna be feeling it again. This is a good little break. Good, right back up. Going into, we already did this side, flipping around. Going into your fire hydrants. We've got 20. Woo! Good job, guys. Should really start to feel those glutes on fire, but there should not be any pain in the low back. If there is, take it down into a little shell stretch and remember to engage the glutes. Little pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Good. Shell stretch back into the kickbacks. Notice how my core is staying stable throughout. Excellent. Woo! Good. We're gonna add in the pulses here. Hold that, lift. Quick pulses. Nice and tight. That leg should be lengthened, long and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Excellent. Just one more round. We're gonna turn it on a little bit, turn it up a little bit, go to the more advanced. From here, taking the toes under, lifting the hips up, 10 little fire hydrants, keeping that knee slightly off the mat. We are taking it up a level, and engaging pretty much the entire body. 3, 2, 1. Quick lower down, and then we're going back into the glute kickback. Same form, knee off the ground. Woo! Let's get into it. We kick straight back, keeping that knee slightly hovered. Exhale each time you kick. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take it back. Excellent. From here, we're already on our knees, going into a kneeling hip thrust. Let's add the arms. This one, we are working the quads a little bit, having to press into the floor to lift, and then we're squeezing the glutes to engage. Just a little burnout before we finish. Great job today, everybody. I threw you for a loop a little bit there, switching things up on accident, forgetting things, but that's okay. We always come back to it. Woo! We haven't done much quad, so you should feel a little bit of the quads waking up right now. Good. 3 more. Now we're gonna add in a little get up and a get down. Up and down. It's just a little like trick. Like, oh, I thought you were standing. Nope, I told you it was all in the mat today. Good job. Woo! Little burner, we've got 6 more to go. And let's alternate which foot you're getting up from first each time. So now we do the right. Coming up next is the left. Ooh! If you want to grab some more weights, make these weighted, a little bit harder. 1 more each side. Last one. Good job. Let's take it down to the mat. Oh my goodness, you should feel that. Excellent job today, guys. Let's go into a little bit of a stretch. Coming forward, opening that hip into a deep lunge. Whew, I'm out of breath. Good. From here, draw the toe back, send the hips back, and feel a nice stretch throughout the hamstring. 1 more time. Big inhale. And exhale. Switching sides. Thank you for joining me in your practice today. Keep remembering throughout your day these breath patterns. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Check yourself. How are you holding your body in space? Nice posture, shoulders down, head up. Good job. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you for joining this practice, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.